Oh, good morning to you. Hey, I got some good news. Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works. I've been talking to you for the last week or two now about the power of the Word that you sow in your heart. Seed time and harvest, Mark chapter 4. The subject is the power of the Word. The object is your heart, which you sow it in. And Jesus talks about 4 types of soil here. So we're going to talk about the first 3 right quick. We'll get into the other one tomorrow. The first one, they don't have any root in themselves at all, and so Satan comes immediately to steal that word. The second one allows affliction and persecution to arise for the word's sake. Then they become offended, and the word never grows up, doesn't take root, doesn't produce in their heart. The third group we're going to talk about today is that the cares of this life, the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things enter in, so that the word becometh unfruitful. Now, I never was a big farmer, but we had a small farm when I was a kid. After the seed was planted and began to grow, you had to go up and hoe it. I used to hate that job. You had to cut out all of the Johnson grass and the other stuff that would choke that corn or squash or whatever so that it couldn't grow. Watch this. The deceitfulness of riches is not being rich. It's the deceitfulness of thinking that if I'm rich, everything's going to be all right. I mean, there's rich people that are miserable. Money won't buy healing. Money won't buy happiness. Now, money helps. Don't get me wrong. Money is nice to have. But it's the deceitfulness of thinking if I just had a better job, if I just, had more money, if I just would win the lottery or the clearinghouse sweepstake, everything will be all right. It's a proven fact that people that have won those things still miserable. So, the deceitfulness of riches and the lust of other things. Lust of other things meaning, well, if I had a new car, if I had a bigger house, if I had 2 houses, if I had, a younger wife, or the lust. Now, that is, it enters in and chokes the word so that the word cannot produce what God intended it to produce in your life. So it's the lust of other things, the deceitfulness of riches that enter in and grab hold of and choke that word so that the word is unfruitful. These are they which are sown on study ground, which when they have heard, they receive the word with gladness, but they don't let the word develop a root, and then the lust of other things, the deceitfulness of riches, and all the things that's out there in the world come in and choke the word. Now, you have to have a job, you got to have money, you got to, have a place to live and all those things, but don't let that replace the time that you spend in the Word of God, because it's it just enters in and chokes it. The Word is trying to grow. Now, watch this. Your soil, your heart, is like my soil down here close to the lake in the front yard. I planted a garden down there. I planted some watermelon. I planted some squash. I planted okra. I planted beans. That soil can't holler, no, not growing them beans. Nope, we're not going to have no green beans. We're holding out for corn. No, sir. That soil will produce whatever I plant in it. Now, your heart's the same way. You plant the cares of this life. You plant the deceitfulness of riches. You plant the lust of other things. Your heart's going to produce that. I mean, that's the way it's designed. That soil out there works 24/7, just working, trying to make that seed grow. That's the reason if you go out there and plant a post in it, every 15 years or so, you got to replant your post because the soil will rot the end off the post. It's trying to make it grow. Your soil, your heart will grow whatever you plant in it. So turn the television off and plant the seed of the Word of God. Turn the strife and the griping of the news and everything that's going on in the world today off and plant the seed of the Word of God, because your heart's designed to make it grow. Hey, I got to go. It's going to be another one of those great days. I want you to know all day today the Word works, but I want you to get it. Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works.